Always with the cards, Adam. Always.
Always. Gotta
Always.
have a fresh card
It
with you.
just doesn't ever
A sparrow? No,
stop.
no, no. A yarn Zubat?
What's going on, Pokemon GO trainers? Welcome to episode 279 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon GO way more seriously than we do ourselves.
Way more seriously.
Lured Up's part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is an early morning on Saturday, August 12th, 2023. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That tired guy over there is Adam Tuttle. Adam, good morning.
Hey, friends.
Good
Hey,
morning.
trainers.
Hi.
Hey.
What's happening?
Not much. I woke up, and now I'm here.
You've been
But
watching.
I wasn't sleeping.
You've been
in this
watching
chair.
a lot of Worlds. It's Worlds
A
weekend.
lot.
It's Worlds
It
weekend.
is Worlds Weekend. The hype is real. There's the way that they're doing all of the giveaways and stuff is awesome because you can watch a half hour of the TCG and get 2 booster packs of Obsidian Flames, watch another half hour, get another 2 packs, and then you can do the same thing the next day. So they're giving away stuff, but it has to be attached to your account so you can log in through Twitch and then get your individual code, which is awesome. So they're not like filling the chat with random codes that you might not get because it is late in the night.
Well, when they did it last
starts at
year,
like 9 p.m.
the codes were just
On the
getting
East Coast.
they were getting shared everywhere, right? They were just getting shared
Yeah.
all over the internet, and it was just like, people were perpetrating, that they were watching and then they weren't really watching. So we'll talk about it in the news, but yeah, it was really cool how they did it. The production value of the event looks absolutely insane. JC Picks, Pop Punk Pokemon, is there on the ground with JT Valor. He's been posting photos of just the hall, like, before the event starts. And I mean, like, the production value just looked over the top, super high budget, high everything. So it was really cool, really, really awesome. But we'll definitely get into that in a moment. But on today's show, we're going to recap the last week of gameplay, including Glimmering Gardens. And we have the onset of a bunch of new events we have for Worlds going on this week. Community Day Froakie is tomorrow. We'll make sure you're prepped for that. Like Adam said, Pokemon Worlds is happening as we speak. We have a new event that's live in the game right now. We'll talk about that and everything that comes along with it. We got a new costume Pokemon, a new Dex Pokemon, which is pretty neat. If you watch the Twitch coverage, like Adam was saying, you can unlock rewards. I'll show you what that looks like. Paldean Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go, which is pretty cool. We got a nice animation like that the Pokemon Company puts together. I love these animations. They're very reminiscent of what we've seen over the last 10 years for the TCG, so it's cool seeing those same style animations come to Pokemon Go. We've seen them here and there for Pokemon Go before. Always cool to see. Cool soundtrack, cool aesthetic. It looks really nice. And Niantic has released a first-of-its-kind PvP blog series kind of thing that lists some picks, best practices, and if you pay attention to it, you can put your shadow Pokemon's performance ahead of its well-being.
Okay. I literally just battled somebody, and they had a Shadow Hitmonchan and then 2 Hitmontops, and all they had to do was shield, and they won. And they didn't use any shields.
We are broadcasting this live on twitch.tv/Pokemon Professor Network. Shout to everyone that is popping up in the chat. DJ Wonderbread said he's got his research.
All right.
Kokonio says it's pretty wild. There's still 13,000 people watching the rebroadcast on Twitch. You give away free stuff, people will come. People will come. It's pretty awesome. Coin Pusher says the rebroadcasts are wild, but so many people don't understand how to get the research. It's crazy. Spend my 30 minutes watching, explaining like 500 times. Yeah, it does. Look, it's a new process. They have to hold hands a little bit, but it is pretty cool. But let's just start with us, Adam. How was your last week? Did you get some gameplay in? Did you go out and play?
So I did. I didn't necessarily go out and play, but I did get some gameplay in. After we recorded, I posted on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
I got the shiny Petalil. It was almost like somebody was listening.
It was like 5 minutes after. It was like right after.
Yeah, it was like I literally left and I caught it. And then shortly after I hatched an egg and I got 100% Tyrogue. So I was like, all right. I can't be too upset.
That's pretty awesome.
I got some goods.
You gonna evolve the Tyrogue?
I have 100% Hitmonlee, so I do not want to get another
Want to
Hitmonlee.
risk it?
I
Yeah.
need the hot Hitmontop and I need the
Chan.
Hitmonchan, but I don't know how that works when it's 100%. So I'm 100% concerned with evolving it.
Keep it the Tyrogue, man. Keep it the Tyrogue. Keep it the Tyrogue. But how's the weather been by you? Because it's been disgusting in Jersey, like
Yeah, it's been
95 and
awful.
muggy and terrible. We've had thunderstorms and heat. It's crazy.
It hasn't been too hot, but it has just been like notorious like rain and thunder and wind. It's just been awful.
Yeah. Coin Pusher in the chat said 33% chance to get either of those because it's a hundo, so it can go either way. You know, each stat
I need that
is
0.01%
no, man.
knowledge.
No, man. No, man. You gotta.
So should I just do it?
No. Save it the Tyrogue. Hundo hatches are great, man, especially when it's not like a Pokemon you can get in the wild. You know what I mean? It's like we have Scraggy now, and it's like in the wild, so it's crazy. But people that have hatched a Hundo Scraggy, that's a cool flex, but it devalues a little bit when you can catch them in the wild. So Tyrogue, you know, it's pretty eggy.
Yeah, I'm clamoring for Onyx because I have the Mega Steelix right now. Well, I mean Steelix, but I have the Hundo and I'm trying to power it up. So I'm just like any Onyx, I'm like, I gotta get it.
So I caught a tiny Hundo Onyx in the wild yesterday. I was a passenger and just sniped it, driving by and sniped it, and was on my way to dinner with my son. And as I got, as we're waiting for our food, I'm just kind of scanning my Pokemon. I go, oh my god, that Steelix was a hundo, or that Onyx was a hundo. And it was funny because like when it popped up on the screen, my son was in the menus, right? So I caught it. I'm like, and I was just like, oh, Onyx, it's tiny. He goes, where? And like, had to get out of the menus, and it didn't spawn for him. So
no.
It's like, and he's just like, I go, dude, you're always in the menus. Like, bro, keep the game open and keep your eyeballs on the game. Like, you need that captive screen time. Otherwise, you're going to miss stuff. And he was super bummed. He was super bummed because he wanted it.
You didn't turn around?
I didn't know till I was already sitting at the restaurant.
But it was a tiny Onyx. That was unexpected.
He wanted it because it was tiny. He was just like, "Oh man, I really wanted the tiny one."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then
it's funny that it's tiny.
And then it does look funny. And then when we got to, you know what? I could let's pull it up. I also had another hundo this week. I had a Darumaka hundo, which is pretty cool. But if I could pull this up on screen right now.
Yeah, I've noticed like I caught a bunch of Drillburs and they're all like really good IVs. So not hundreds and not 98s, but 3 stars and like pretty stacked.
So of course I had to evolve it up to Steelix right away and Mega Evolve it. So I have it on screen right now. It's so cute and little. It's tiny. So funny. But I did get the Darumaka also. This one, this was in the wild too. So always cool. A good time. Always a good time catching this stuff in the wild. I had a Ladybug this week also. So 3 hundos this week, right? When was
3
this?
3 hundos?
This was on the 4th. Yeah, that's 8 days ago. So no, 2 hundos this week, which is good. Let me see my weekly shinies. What did I get here? Just another Aerodactyl, just in case anyone was keeping track of my Aerodactyl shinies. Yeah, another one. Thanks. Always
Yikes.
Good. Always good. Always good. Did get that shiny Shadow Articuno though. I was pretty psyched. To get that. That was a good one. But Adam, we have a lot of news today. I guess what we're gonna this is like the calm before the storm. We've got Worlds going on right now. Everybody's wrapped up with that. We've got Go Fest NYC the following week. Everyone will be wrapped up with that. The following week after that, we have Go Fest Global. Everyone will be wrapped up with that. These weeks are going to be crazy. So there's a lot of news. We'll kind of hold back on some of the opinionated pieces that we do, and we'll talk about news and in-game events and things like that because there's so much going on. So let's just recap. Let's talk about where we, what we experienced last week with Glimmering Gardens. This was kind of the Osaka London preview. That was pretty cool. It wrapped up on the 8th.
I like this event.
I liked it too. No, look, when the spawn pool is filled with shinies, it's always a good time. Petalil was in there. Dedenne was a holdout for a lot of people. I still need the Swirlix. So a lot of holdout shinies potential in here. It was cool.
I still need Spritzy.
Yeah, I need Spritzy as well. Larvesta this was kind of the give back, right? People that were in London and Osaka, Larvesta was not in the Eggthusiast egg pool, but then they put it in the event pool. Kind of funky, it is what it is, but it's there, and a lot of people
hopefully they
finally
don't do
getting
that
it.
for New York.
Dude, New York got the shaft with spawns, dude. New York got the worst. It's crazy. It's crazy. We got Alice DC5R in the chat says, "Good morning, boys. 6 more sleeps." Yes, dude, it's so close. It's so close. I'm not ready, man. I'm not ready. I've been so busy at work, like, sorry, y'all. I requested these days off like months ago. They're gonna be like, "You think you can come in?" I'm gonna be like, No, son, can't. Explore your local park. So how did this go for you? How's your experience been with showcases? Have you noticed an influx of these spawns during Glittering Gardens when you were at parks? I didn't necessarily notice an uptick.
I didn't notice, but I also wasn't hunting for them either.
Fair enough.
Because I'm not, if any, like, we had talked about this, and, shame on me for not looking. But the day we recorded was the 5th. And we did it at night, or I think, right? Because that was Sunday?
Yeah, the 5th was Petalil, the 6th was Cacnea.
Yeah, so I totally missed it, and I was like, oh, well, that's the only one I would have cared about. Like, why put the main event at the first one? Make that the last one, so people have a chance to, like, get it, get the news,
So,
because, like, I'm not going after Cacnea, I'm not going after Oddish, I'm not going after CDOT. We had a community day for CDOT.
Boom! Look at this Oddish on screen right now. First place across the board in 3 showcases. Bam, bam, bam. Yo, rewards are legit. Lure modules, lucky eggs. It was awesome. How'd you do with showcases? Are you chasing them down?
I'm actively doing them. I'm not chasing them down, but there are several that always, like, spawn when I'm on my way to work, so I always hit them. So I always am able to drop like 3 or 4 things.
Yeah. When I did CDOT, I got first place, second place. That was pretty cool. I love the showcases, man. I
got 1 first place.
Okay. I got for Petalil, I was first, second, third. I love it. I think that the showcases have added such a unique kind of thing to the game. It's when I get out of work, because the showcases show up in the same Pokestops every time, I know exactly where they are. So I track them down. I'm learning strategies.
Now I'm more likely to hold on to my extra large and my extra small.
Yeah, this is my best practice. These are my pro tips. So what I'll do is I'll find 3 showcases and put Pokemon in there regardless of where my standing is. Like, I don't care. I just want to get it in.
Yep.
And then what I do is if I find another showcase, like let's say I'm already in 3 and I'm doing very poorly. Like I don't have one that can compete with the top 3 and there's no chance of me winning and I want to remove myself from that actual showcase. What I do is I figure out what Pokemon is in that showcase that might be in like 30th place or something like that. And then I transfer that to one of my other showcases. So now it doesn't swap the Pokemon between the showcases. It'll just remove that Pokemon from the showcase. So now I was in 3. I take showcase number 3, put that Pokemon in showcase number 2. Now I'm only in 2 showcases. I have an open slot for another showcase. So now I find another showcase that I can win or can be top 3 in. And that'll be my 3rd. And then what I do...
What's the process for doing that?
So you do that from the Today... you got to go to the Today view and scroll all the way to the bottom, which is the absolute worst spot for them to put the showcase Pokemon. When you click on that Pokemon, it'll show you the showcase. It'll show you the rankings, the standings. It'll show you when that showcase ends.
That's cool. Okay.
But they bury it. It's buried at the bottom of the Today view. It's the worst spot possible. Like, come on. It's terrible spot. And the next thing I'll do is I'll set an alarm for 5 minutes prior to the end time of the showcase. That alarm goes off. I kind of take, inventory of what's going on. And right before the showcase ends, I'll snipe it with my best sized Pokemon to try to get the lead. Because if you put your best in early, people are going to put their best in, and then it's just going to get bumped down. But if I sandbag it, I keep a big Pokemon in the bag, and then a minute before the showcase ends, drop that sucker in.
You're
bam,
ruthless.
Rank
You're
1.
ruthless.
Yo, man, I want these rewards, bruh. It was so that's been the technique, and
all right. Now that I know how
great.
to do this, pro tips coming from Ken.
Yeah, I think I'm at
Pro tips with Ken.
I think I'm at 11 first place on my medal right now. So I love the showcases. I love the showcases. Alice says, "Bingo! I'm doing the same." Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the way to go. It's the way to go. Just set that alert. And it was funny because I was like out with my son, like we were just out, and like I had my phone in my pocket because I'm on the Go Plus Plus, and my alarm starts going off. He's like, "Why do you have an alarm set for like?" The middle of the night or middle of the evening or whatever. I was like, bro, I got to sit down real quick and swap some Pokemon around. Just like just trust the process. But anyway, Glittering Gardens was pretty great. Half hatch distance or half distance to earn hearts with your buddy was a pretty cool thing. Increased Candy XL, 1.5 times candy for hatches, 1.5 times Stardust for hatches. So it was pretty cool. Fungus was in research. That's another one I'm still holding out for. But Petalil was available all over the place. Adam, I'm sure that's why you had such a good chance of getting
It was in a research. It was from a research.
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to say, was it wild? Was it so?
Oh, yeah. It was wild when I saw it.
Were you
because it looks exactly like the normal one.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
It's just like subtle. It's a tiny shade lighter.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. So hope everybody had a good Glittering Gardens. If you were in Osaka or London, keep us posted. Let us know how the event was for you. It's just
let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, it just looked absolutely out of control. Shout out to all the creators that are out there that did Osaka and then went right over to Worlds, the following week, so they're spending all this time in Japan. JT, I don't know, he might as well move out there because he was just like doing air adventures and then Osaka, and now he's a madman. Yes. It's shout out to everybody that made it out there, all the creators. I saw them having some seriously good time. They got some nice care packages and stuff. I'm hella jelly. I feel that in my jellies.
Yeah.
We gotta get there, man. We gotta figure out a way to get to Japan. That's the mission statement. We're gonna figure it out. Anyway, we'll touch on this very briefly. Froakie Community Day is tomorrow, 2 to 5
Can we
p.m.
just hop on to it?
Yep. Greninja will learn Hydro Cannon, standard water type.
Hydro Cannon? Not something Shuriken?
Do you think this could have been an Ash Greninja thing? Like, I thought that when they did Froakie as, like, think of Squirtle Community Day. They put the Squirtle, fake Squirtle Squad sunglasses in field research. How cool would it have been to put Ash Greninja in research?
It would have been cool, but then it's a stage 2. It's an evolution. It's a new. I know it's not new, but it's a newer Pokemon.
It's like, maybe they could have handled it like Mega.
I think it's a research story.
A research story. Well, yeah, because maybe they handle it like a Mega. I think that might be the way to do it, right? Where you have to earn the Ash Greninja energy or something, and then you could take an existing Greninja and, I don't know, evolve it to Ash. I don't know. I just think that would be cool. I was really hoping, I hadn't put any thought into Froakie up until they announced it, but previously when I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, Ash Greninja, that'd be kind of cool.
I really don't like Hydro Cannon here. I feel like that's more Blastoise or Feraligatr.
Yeah, so while Hydro Cannon will be the evolvable move that will only be available through Elite TM or during the Community Day window, Water Shuriken will be available as a fast move going forward.
Okay, all right, just kidding. Forget I said anything.
Think of Detective Pikachu, right? When Harry's car gets destroyed by the Greninja, they throw the Shurikens at it. That's this move. So kind of cool. And there will be a bubbly disposition, $1 or equivalent research story, optional research story. But Adam, it's Triple Dust. Triple Dust
means you have to play.
You gotta play. Did you play Paris Spotlight Hour, dude?
Yes, I did.
Dude,
But
Paris
also,
Spotlight, I
shout
was
out
sick.
to Lady Goobly Meat for gifting me with a ticket.
Oh, nice. Shout to Missing No from Australia for gifting me with a ticket. So kind. So kind.
Yeah,
Triple
no, greatly
Stardust,
appreciate it.
double catch candy, 2 times chance at Candy XL for trainers 31 and up, 3-hour lures, 3-hour incense, snapshots, extra special trade, 50% less dust on trades. It's all that good stuff. But dude, triple dust is no joke. You can't mess around with triple dust.
That's no joke. Then put a star piece on and an incense and a lure and just go ham.
Go ham.
Go ham on these frogs.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. Let us know how you do. Let us know your haul. I care less and less about volume. Like, I remember through the first couple years of community days, it was all about volume. How many shinies did you get? How many shinies did you get? That was kind of the benchmark, right? Like the barometer of how
many
successful your
shinies
event
did
was.
you get?
Yeah, but I don't think that way anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm more of a relaxed. It's just go with the flow. I don't need to go so hard. Like, honestly, this one I'll be at work, so it kind of puts me in a position where like I have to rely on the Go Plus.
Yeah.
But I'll have like a half hour where I can dedicate a straight playtime to.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed the community aspect of Community Day more so than the in-game stuff. Like, there was, when Axu or Larvitar, like, those are nose to the grindstone. I put my head down. I don't talk to anybody. I'm fast catching. Like, it's just madness the whole time.
Yes. Yep.
But lately, it's just like, no, we're all going to hang out. We're going to check out the sites. We're going to stop and get ice cream or boba. We're all going to eat afterwards. Like, I don't know.
I feel like this is one
circle.
of those moments where you want to grind.
This is one of those. This is one of those because, I'm always in a Stardust surplus. What's your Stardust sitting at right now? It's probably 4 numbers. I'm gonna guess that it's under 10,000. Is it under 10,000?
Hang on. I gotta get into the game here.
So funny.
It is 107,000.
Oh wow! So you've got a lot. You've got a lot. That's a lot for Adam. I'm over 17 million right now. It's like
17 million.
And because even though I have all that Stardust, I don't care. I want more. I want more Stardust. I just want the numbers to go up.
I don't like need. I do obviously need it, but I need the XL candies.
So here's something to think about going into GoFest New York City. So if you're going to GoFest, just remember your resources because a lot of people are going to be low on Pokeballs. Obviously, when you're going to be in New York City, there's going to be a ridiculous amount of stops and all that. Just be mindful of your resources going into GoFest. Make sure you're, managing your storage.
You're not going to need potions.
Right. Things like that. Save your balls.
Max revives are the only things you should hold on to. You don't need any revives. You don't need any potions. You don't need any super potions. You don't need any hyper potions. Max potions and max revives.
So Niantic did up the storage capacity by 500 on Pokemon and by items, right? This is $40 worth of storage upgrades. It's such a racket, man. And I pay for it every time. But I haven't done it this time. I have not. And this is why.
Same. I've been trying to go through and like get rid of stuff. Like I went through my Pikachus recently. That is
like your costumes.
That is a large amount of Pokemon that I have that I don't really want to have. It's like I have a shiny whatever wearing a hat, and then I have like a male and female.
Yeah,
but I don't know why. In my head I'm like I need a male and female, but I don't need one. But I keep them anyways.
I tend to do that.
But I had like 6 or 7 of them, so I'm like,
yeah, that's too much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gone.
What about evolution items? What do you? How like do you? I deleted evolutions. I deleted 80 evolution items the other day. I was like, why do I have these? Like, do I really need 22 dragon scales? Like, no.
I keep 5 of everything.
That's where I'm at.
Like, I have 6 King's Rocks, so now it's down to 5. I even have 5 Sinnoh Stones and Unova Stones. I know that they have a wider range, but I still don't use them.
So I have my inventory up on screen right now on twitch.tv/Pokemon Professor. So yeah, I can get rid of a lot of this stuff. I don't need any of this, man. I don't need it.
3 revives, delete.
I don't. I'm gonna have a lot of room when I'm done here cleaning this stuff up. But berries I'll keep because I like feeding. But if I go to my evolution items, yeah, I cleaned up everything down to 5.
I only keep 25 of each berry. If I have any more than that, they're deleted.
Yeah, I used the metal coat yesterday on that Steelix. That's why I have 4. But I deleted like 200 TMs. I was like sitting on a ridiculous amount of TMs. Notice my Zygarde's cube here. No Zygarde cells still. Dude, routes. All right. Froakie Community Day. Enjoy it. Get your Stardust. Can we talk about routes?
Can we?
Well, we could talk about them because we can't play them.
Well, because if you go
Can't make
to
'em.
the Pokemon Go website, there's this little banner that comes down that says, "Discover the world in an all-new way with routes. Learn more." And then I saw this. Can you bring up the tweet real quick?
Yeah.
Can you please just bring that up?
And this is
the responses are the best. That is my favorite part by far.
I do thoroughly enjoy. Of course, it's it's comical, but it's like tragically funny at the same time.
But it's honestly, it's like true though. It's like, why are you promoting this feature when it's not even fully like functional?
All right, I'm looking for the post right now because there's all the stuff with worlds, obviously. So there's plenty of stuff with worlds going on here. But let me find this route. Here we go. All right. I'm pulling it up on screen. Okay. So this tweet says, every Pokemon Go route was designed by another trainer. Have you discovered any hidden gems by following the footsteps of your local trainers? It's been viewed 634,000 times. Plenty of comments here, but look at the first comment here. After 7 years, I'm calling it quits. I started this game at 47, now 54 years old. It's changed a lot, the good and a lot of the bad for me. I'm an all-in or nothing type player. I can't half-ass anything. Doesn't seem to be geared for higher-level players. Tasks, routes, coin swips. It's a lot of negativity, man. It's a lot of negativity. Cowboy Hat Caterpie, our favorite heel person on Twitter. Nope, haven't even found a single route yet, but thanks, 3 out of 10 feature.
I think it's a -3 out of 10.
Yeah. TRD, buddy, friend of the show from New York City, he said, I had a hard time walking through the library. The creator must have drifted. And it's like, he shows Bryant Park, and the route goes plays through buildings. Like there's no, the drift in New York City is so bad, but it took the route in a really crazy way, which is hilarious. Poke AK, you guys are weird. Maybe Poke AK, you're weird.
Maybe he was like Spider-Man and was on top of the rooftops.
Maybe. Echo Games, I found that spoofers make day-long routes and other people make them in their car, so you can drive in a circle at college campuses instead of actually exploring. Great job, Niantic. Let's talk about car routes. Look, a lot of people play Pokemon Go in their car. I would dare to say the most time I spend with Pokemon Go is in a vehicle. Because every time, 100%...
As a passenger.
I'm a passenger. Press the button. 100% of the time I'm a passenger in a car, the game is on. Not 100% of the time I'm not in a car, but if I'm in a car, the game is on. A lot of people play in a car. Crappy weather days, people trying to explore, car grinds are a thing. With the Pokemon Go++, car grinds became better. So a lot of people play in cars. So I haven't tested this, but from what I understand, you can follow a route in a car above the speed cap that would allow you to spin or catch. So you can drive a route without having to go 12 miles an hour. You could just drive it. So I don't know. A lot of people doing car routes. Let's see. Oh, how come everyone blocked these shrills? Why didn't they put us on this list? I'm hurt. Lucifer Renzilla. If you meant shill and not shrill, If you meant shill, can you add us to that list, please? I'm the biggest shill there is. Me.
Really?
No, I don't care. Justin Cardinal, don't put the blame on trainers. The routes approved and posted are way off in places. One route said I went into 3 people's houses in the middle of the woods. The drift could be bad. Like I've tried to make many routes that have not stuck, that have not worked. But there's been plenty of times where my route, I'm walking around a lake like in a clear path, and it's super janky. Like the way it maps it out. It's bow time says, no, there aren't any near me.
Stable Wi-Fi.
Yes. Toon says, brilliant game dynamics. After reading some comments, maybe not quite ready for prime time. Werner Prescott, no. Nick, game fell off hard. It's so funny. Clutch Lux, no, because they don't exist for thousands of miles. I don't know about that, bro. Roll it out to everyone. Stop giving us an unfair advantage and early access to content in the competitive game. You're completely destroying the balance that exists. Niantic Labs is falling so hard. I'm not even going to expand it. Nothing eventually yet. You know what? Let me pull up my my game here. I still have a bunch of pending routes here. So I currently have 5 routes that are pending review. That is why I can't create new routes. So last week's episode, I pulled up routes. I tried to create one. I was just getting the spin. This is why. You can only have 5 pending routes in a month. All of my 5 routes that are under review right now were made in July. I don't know when the cooldown actually ends. It's not by calendar month, but I don't know.
And where do you check your routes?
So go to your game, click on your trainer card, and scroll down like below your XP, below your adventure sync. You'll see your routes there, and then you could click on list, and it'll bring up what you've seen so far. Every time I open the game, I get a little thing that says daily route play, 1 out of 7. Like I haven't.
And it says published. What does that mean?
That means that you have a live route in the game. You have a published route?
Apparently.
Adam, you did it. Yay, Adam. How did you make a route and you're not walking this thing every day?
Well, it's not on my way to work.
Go get your Zygarde cell. So we do have some additional information. Shout out to Pokédaxy for putting up some content here. But apparently, if you get a Zygarde cell, it can only be found on the first time you do the route per day. So you cannot farm the same route over and over and over in hopes of getting a Zygarde cell. Wish I knew that during Squirtle Community Day makeup, because we walked the same route twice looking for Zygarde cells. It's only the first. No. And here's another thing I heard. This is a little bit of a funky pro tip. If you don't see a Zygarde cell during your route, and you're within 100 meters of the completion point, pause the route, close the game, reopen the game, restart the route. If you're going to get a Zygarde cell, it'll pop up. That's what I'm seeing. So try that best practice, see if it works, let us know. I still don't have a Zygarde cell. But have I done a lot of routes? No. Have I tried to make a lot of routes? Yes. Have I walked a lot? No.
After we do the podcast, I will go and do it.
For science. We need you to do that for science. But let us know what's going on with routes. It really is a bummer. We've been beating the feature up for a couple weeks because it is such a cool concept. It's such a cool thing. The rollout has been terrible. The process of getting things approved has been terrible. It's just not ready. It's just not ready. They should not be promoting it like you're just saying. They should not be promoting it. They should not have events around it. I don't know.
I think that was the biggest flop, was having an event around it.
Yeah.
And and half the trainers couldn't even do it.
Yeah.
Like half the trainers didn't have the ability to create a route.
Yep. Infinity Lion subscribed with Prime, with Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. We appreciate it. Infinity Lion, appreciate you so much. But yeah, let us know how it's going for routes, because it's been pretty crappy for the majority of trainers out there not able to enjoy it, not able to make them, not able to find them. I also think that routes would be nice if they showed up on Campfire. Just saying. That would be great because you can move the map in Campfire. You can move the map to scan areas. So if I want to go to New York City and I'm staying at a hotel, I can pull up Campfire, move the map to the hotel, and scout the area. Find out where the gyms are. It would be nice to find out where the routes are. That would be nice. But you can't. The window in-game of search for nearby routes is just too small in my opinion. So you have to be like on top of it. Let's see. All right, couple things we'll talk about here about Worlds, and we'll keep it moving. Get codes for exclusive time research during the 2023 Pokemon GO World Championships Twitch broadcast. This is pretty cool.
Got to get the codes.
Got to get the codes. Timed research codes via the Pokemon GO Twitch live stream. In addition to the festivities planned in Pokemon GO and going on live in Yokohama, we're excited to share that trainers will have the chance to receive 2 exclusive timed research codes when they watch 30 minutes of Pokemon GO Twitch live streams during the Pokemon GO World Championships. Day 1, Great League Greatness, which I think I need. Did I finish that yet? I don't know if I finished that yet.
I think I just finished it, but
no, I got to do another grunt.
I was forced. Okay, so I mean, I guess I chose it, but at the same time, it's like they're throwing evolutions at me. They're throwing Trevenant in the Glistening Gardens.
Oh, and you don't like that. You don't like that.
Well, I didn't know that you get all 3 of those things in each of those. Yep. I thought it was just like pick Skarmory, Trevenant, or Azumarill, and I was like, I already have PvP ready Skarmories. I have shiny ones.
Yeah, but that's what it told you. It was all about building Pokemon for PvP around teams featuring those Pokemon.
Well, I wasn't sure that. I don't know. I would have rather had Mandibuzz, but
Sosa in chat says definitely thought routes and Campfire would make so much sense. Yeah, man, Campfire's the way to go. Day 2. The Cheaters Champion timed research. I mean, Dancing Rob's Champion timed research is. he's holding the trophy above his head. You know, I made one where he's holding a phone rocker. He didn't cheat. Trainers who redeem Day 2's live stream code will get exclusive timed research that honors the 2022 Pokemon GO Masters Division Rocker World Champion Dancing Rob, one of the key Pokemon that helped him become a champ. It would have been really funny if they put Lickitung here because that's what everyone was saying. Like, dude, you don't have a fully built XL Lickitung. And he was just like, no, I used a Rocker. He said he didn't use it on his competitive Pokemon, just every other Pokemon he has. It's okay. It's okay. Galarian, Stunfisk, Elite Charge TM, and more. Yay. Promotion. Yay.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's research for free stuff, so I'm okay with
I know. So you go to twitch.tv/Pokemon Go. You'll see a little box there, a tab below the stream that'll say giveaway. You'll link your
and it tells you exactly how to do it.
Yep.
So please follow that website. Because
Yep.
it is a little confusing, but
so it says here, locate the giveaway panel, click on the thingy, link your account, share Twitch ID. That's it. And then you get a code. It'll be a little timer, like a little progress bar that'll say 0 of 30 minutes watched. That'll fill up. Once that fills up, you click it. It gives you a redeemable code, rewards.nianticlabs.com, and add that right to the game. So pretty simple if you know where to go and where to look. Also, the other code that you could get during there's a code that will be shared during the live stream. I even think that it's on Pokemon Go's Twitter account as well. But you get a pretty snazzy T-shirt, and I have
like a World's T-shirt.
Yeah, so I've got it on my character right here. You can see. So it's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Pretty cool, snazzy little.
I love the drip
T-shirt.
I love the drip.
Got the drip going. But all the other news items, all this other stuff that has come out has been focused on Worlds. So we'll talk about that after the break. We'll get into the other stuff after the break. Before we hit the break, which we need to take, is we're going to talk about these Paldean Pokemon that are coming to Pokemon Go. And this was pretty exciting because I did not see this coming. And we received a pretty cool little video that I'll pull up on screen here. It says, Pokemon first discovered in Paldea region are coming to Pokemon Go. And it's an awesome like combination of like live action film and some special effects and some animation. It's really cool. It's really cool. I love how they did this. I mean, I hope that all of these items that they show in game here will be available as avatar items. I think that would be pretty neat. Do you have
all the shoes?
Yeah. Do you have a preferred Paldean starter? Are you did you decide like you have a camp here of which one you like?
So
it's Quaxley. It's Quaxley. Sorry, I had to just.
No, initially it was Sprigatito, and because it's cute, and then it evolves, and I like its evolution line. Quaxley evolves, and I don't like Quaxquavel or whatever it is. It just I can't. It just dances and it like does the hip move and it just keeps going like this and it just does this the entire time. I'm trying to focus on battling in Scarlet and Violet, and like I can't get over this. It's just and I'm just like I can't. I literally removed it from my team, and I have something else that's water. I'm like I just can't handle it.
But Sprigatito is such a cool name. I just like hey, Sprigatito, right?
Something like that.
I don't know. Quaquavel looks like Enrique Iglesias. Oh my God!
Quaquavels into new dances.
Hold on. We gotta
weird moves.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Hold on a second. Hold up. Can we get a side by side here of hold on. Let me see. Because now, how does it look like Enrique Iglesias?
Gotta find some dances.
I don't know and I don't care, but from now on, I won't be able to unthink it. But Paldean Pokemon, this is cool, right? Another another tab to have in our Dex view. Another non-searchable tab. Can they add search to the Dex, please? Please? Like always scrolling down looking for unknowns in the Dex so I can see what I need. I don't need any of them. I have them all because I'm good. I'm not. But it's...
Do you have them all shiny, Ken? Then you don't have them all. So don't claim to have them all if you don't have them all shiny. Do you have them all 100%? No? Do you have... Yeah, then you don't have them all.
I'm working on helping my head dent from headphones, so I'm constantly moving my headphones around so I don't get the Tim the Tat Man.
Oh no, now I gotta
dent. Oh, I hate it, man. I got a head dent. It's like 25 hours a week of my life I'm wearing headphones, and it's not good. It's not good. I hate it. But Paldean Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go. I don't know how. It'll probably be September forward. It'll be like something new.
I'm sure we'll see something.
August 31st. Yeah, August 31st. They'll give us the content update for September. And
yeah, in the closing arguments, they'll share some more info.
Yeah, but when they put the seasonal poster up, it had the Paldean Pokemon in there, so we knew they were coming. But now we have additional confirmation. But Adam, Twitch is about to go on a break. This would be the perfect time for us to take a break. So
yeah, let's do it.
When we come back, we'll talk about Worlds a little bit more and some of the PvP stuff that Speediest Chief put together on.
Oh, Speediest!
I know, and we'll talk about all that.
Excited to see him.
Hell yeah, me too. It's so cool. So shout
this
to
morning,
Speediest Chief.
aka last night.
He's a stud. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about that. Audio listeners, we'll be back right after this. All right, video viewers are in a Twitch break right now, I think.
Well, good. I'm going to drink some of my coffee.
Coin Pusher says, what game is the last pair of shoes for? I don't know. I got to go back now. Were they...
They were sandals. They were probably... Arceus?
That's what.
Hisui?
Yeah, that's no wait, the last pair of shoes though.
Oh, aren't those like your school shoes or something like that?
Yeah, they're like dress shoes.
Yeah, I thought they were like your student. I think those are like Nemona's shoes. I feel like it. No, maybe.
These
I don't know.
guys right
I don't
here.
know.
I don't know what those are for, but they got some soles on them, let me tell you that.
They've
Oh,
got
no, he said
soul.
the sandals. Yeah, the sandals I would imagine Legends Arceus, right?
Yeah,
Isle of
know.
Armor. Oh, so it's in the chat. Isle of Armor sandals, I thought? Yeah, I think so. But we'll have to see. Let me get some water. Adam, do you have water? Because I'm drinking coffee, but I need water, too.
I can't give you water, through the screen.
I have water.
And I have coffee, so I'm going to drink some more.
Coin Pusher says, Legends confirmed as a mainstream game. I mean, it's canon in the main series world, right?
Yeah.
Because like when they do mystery dungeon games and stuff like that, like those are like alternate universe games, right? Are they? Like Pokemon.
That's not canon.
Like Pokemon Go lives in a different instance as the other stuff. That's why we have Team Go Rocket versus Team Rocket. You know what I mean? Like it's a separate alternate, timeline or something like that. So I don't know. But Adam, I'm ready to come back when you are. We could just get this.
I'm ready.
Going. All right.
And you said you got water? What is that? Coffee?
I just drank coffee. Now I'm drinking water.
Oh, okay. Got to stay hydrated.
Coffee with a water
at
chaser
the same time.
Oh, Coin Pusher. The shoes. They're from red and green, gold and silver. It's every generation of shoes. So that's the scarlet and violet. Because of the little tag on the shoes. I love digging into this stuff. That's so cool.
Oh, that's why it was silver, gold, red, blue.
Espion Willow in the chat says, but Professor Willow knows the main series professors. I know. There's this weird crossover. There is a weird crossover.
I think we're gonna have a Pokemon Go at home.
But like we had
main series game.
But we had Team Go Rocket, but then we had Jesse and James at one point, right? Those are
It'll be Pokemon forever, but not the movie. It'll be like a instance of the game where you can transfer all Pokemon from all games to it'll be like the Pokemon home game, but it's an actual game that you can take and play.
Yep. Before we come back, they're asking in the chat to play the video one more time. So let's start it one more time for the people in the chat. All right, here we go. Let's start it over. So we've got red and green, got the little Converse, right? We've got gold and silver. We've got scarlet, violet. I don't know. Red and blue. We got
ruby,
sapphire, black and white.
And then that's emerald. Black and white.
And then the sandals.
And then
the boots.
Sun and moon. There.
Arceus on the sandal. It's so cool. I love dissecting this stuff. It's super neat. It's super cool. So I don't know, man. Super fun. Super fun to dissect it. I dig it. I can dig it. But Adam, let's get this going.
The tabs for Scarlet Violet.
Espion says, finally the shoe thing makes sense. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's the generational stuff.
Yeah, we we come with the hard-hitting questions, you know? What does the shoes mean?
Yeah.
Just call this episode Shoes.
Clown shoes. They should have put clown shoes for all the haters on Twitter. It's like, wow, ruby, sapphire, black and white, clown shoes? It's like, where does that fit in? Oh, that's Twitter. All right, let's get back in. And we're back from our break. Thank you so much for that. We are hydrated.
Fun timing that one up.
I know, right? We're hydrated. We're caffeinated. Yeah, we're ready to roll. Coin Pusher figuring out what we just analyzed the shoe thing in the Paldean teaser in over the break, understanding that each of them, kind of represented a different generation of the game, and Legends Arceus, for the sandals, like pretty cool how they did it all. We noted that they should have added clown shoes for Twitter. That would have been a good addition.
Yeah, specifically just for you.
Jerry Seawolf, what size shoe are you? Gotta match. Anyway, this podcast is brought to you by Patreon. You can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show and all shows on the network for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And all patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon GO and TCG Live tournaments. Registration is in the Discord. We hope to see you there. We're currently in the midst of our It's Not a Phase Emo Cup, which is Shadow Pokemon only that we're doing right now, which is pretty fun. And Adam, you guys got a TCG Live tournament going on the special conditions side, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's still Christmas in July.
Christmas in July.
We're trying to clean it up. I have to push the next round just because there's nobody's responding.
Beat him up, Adam. Beat him. Kick him out. Kick him out. Give him. That's a loss. That's an L. They get an L. Anyway, huge thanks to our gym leader patrons. Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, Bean and Cheese, DJ Wonderbread, who's here in the chat, Hall the Counselor, GK, Sue, Jamal, Joseph, Mythical Hitch, Beardbow, Baggins, and Big Zom Minus. Special thanks to our executive producers, executive producer of this show, Paul Bott, and the other EPs on the network, Tish Smith, Kate the Cons, and Stinky Ash. And make sure you check out all of the different shows that are on the network. Check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can download, merch, all that fun stuff. Everything on PokemonProfessor.com. All right, so Niantic did a pretty cool thing. I'm going to pull it up here on screen. It says the Pokemon GO World Championship Celebration, a basic guide to Pokemon GO battles. And it says, hey trainers, Soph Toph and Speediest Chief 2 here. To celebrate the Pokemon GO World Championships, we'll be posting articles that go over Pokemon GO, battle basics, and more. Yo, the Coin Pusher gifting 5 Tier 1 subs to the community.
Whoa.
Coin Pusher.
Holy cow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is very kind. I really, 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 really appreciate that. That is unbelievably kind. We really appreciate that. So in this blog, they go over the basics of how to build a PvP team. They start with how to catch Pokemon. They talk about battling. They talk about GBL. And then talk about...
Wait, how to catch Pokemon?
So they talk about, like, in-game events like community days, raid hours. And then here's something I want to talk about because I saw a couple people talking about it on Twitter.
Did they talk about the that one thing that that's champion used? No. Okay.
No. It's like, why have the sales of Pokemon Go socks gone up during the World Championship window? It's like, woo, yeah, I'm walking.
It's like, come to my hotel. I've got the perfect way to get all those candies you need.
Yeah, it's amazing. But in the article here, it says it's no secret that Shadow Pokemon are very strong, so make sure to battle against Team Go Rocket whenever they appear and rescue the Shadow Pokemon they leave behind. Okay. Are you really rescuing the Pokemon if you don't purify it? That's part of the question here.
No.
It says Pokemon like...
I just transfer it. I think that's saving it, right?
No, it's not. That's grinding it up into candy. It says Pokemon like Shadow Alolan Sandshrew and Shadow Mudkip can become a mighty Shadow Alolan Sandslash and Shadow Swampert. The Shadow Pokemon you rescue are usually stuck with the charged attack Frustration, but if you want to teach them a new charged attack, you have to wait till the next Team Go Rocket Tipo. So they're talking about rescuing Pokemon and keeping them as shadows and battling them. You're no different than Team Go Rocket if you do that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you'll be Team Go Rocket if you do that. If you really want to rescue these poor captive Pokemon, you have to purify them. Can't just capture them. Because then you're not rescuing them. You're just taking them from one place of captivity to another place of captivity. Do my bidding, Shadow Alolan Sandslash.
All my bidding, please.
So I thought that was pretty funny. But these are great articles. One, because they're written by community leaders. Two, because they're recognizable people within the community. You know, Speediest Chief is a shoutcaster. So you see that, you recognize the names. I appreciate that. It's like when they do TCG articles and Azul will write it or Andrew Mahone will write it. Like, the names. So it adds credibility. Yeah, it adds credibility. So they talk about a whole bunch of different things about PvP. This game does not come with an instruction manual. So it's nice to have this stuff, especially like Time of Worlds. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people watching it on Twitch. This might be a time where people try PvP for the first time. So now it gives them a little bit of insight on how to be efficient at it. Talks about protect shields, talks about swapping, how the battles end, GBL. I really good job here. I think Niantic did a great job of bringing this in. I don't know if this was a push from TPC or what. Either way, it's awesome. I just love that they're talking about it. Look, we're not the biggest PvPers on this podcast, right? Like, obviously there's other podcasts out there. There's GoCast does the PvP corner with Fish and DeFi. There's BTW. Roundtable Chat Tot does a lot of PvP stuff. So we don't do a lot of PvP stuff here. However, we can appreciate.
I battle in the shadows.
Yeah,
and on the toilet.
But I get a lot, dude. That's whenever I do my Patreon tournaments, it's like, oh man, I gotta get my battles in. I'm at work. It's like, oh man, my stomach hurts. I gotta go poop. Nope, I gotta go battle. Yeah. But no, very, very, very cool that they're starting to broadcast this stuff a little bit more because GBL always gets the shaft. Mechanically, it's been broken since it came out. Promotionally, you don't really hear a lot about it. There's always been bugs and issues. Like, GBL just always gets a shaft. It's nice to see it get some, get some flowers here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another blog that they put out here is, it says Pokemon Go. Oh, wrong screen. Pokemon Go World Championship Celebration. Our favorite picks. They show a picture of Azumarill and Altaria on the screen. Two of my BBL Pokemon that I use in Great League for years. But it goes over some of the best picks and why. Scrafty, Medicham, Walrein. It shows you what leagues they're actually good in. Quagsire. It even says, like, use Wooper in Little Cup. Like, I like this. It helps you for team composition. Lickitung, if I'm sorry. I just keep wanting to make XL candy jokes. It even says it takes a lot of Candy XL to fully power it up, though. So try to catch one each one you see, or follow Dancing Rob for more tips. Dubwool is featured here. Yo, Wooloo's in the wild. Everybody loves Wooloo. Can't go wrong. Elite Fast TMs they talk about. Go Battle League bonuses. They talk about Worlds. Give you links everywhere. So if you need links, just check out Pokemon Go Live. All the Twitch links are here. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Again, just really cool to see PvP finally getting some love. So, Adam, as we wrap up, covered a lot of news. This was a very news-heavy show. A lot going on with Worlds and Go Fest and all that stuff. But next week is Go Fest New York City. Are you ready?
I'm not. I literally have nothing packed. I have no idea. Like, I'm still debating.
It's still a week away.
Do I buy the Go Plus Plus, or do I just go with my Go Plus / Pokeball Plus? Like,
dude,
I just
you got to buy the Go Plus Plus. You have to. You have to. There's so many stops. You have to buy the Go Plus Plus. If there's ever a time to get the Go Plus Plus and you're going to New York City, you're going to want it in New York City. You're going to want it because the volume of stops and spawns is just so overwhelming. There's no way you're going to want to keep pressing that button over and over and over. The auto catch has changed the way I play this game. And every couple days I'm transferring 1,000 Pokemon out of my storage. It's like I'm catching so much more because of it. It's awesome. I will be breaking 400 million XP in New York. Very excited about that. But New York is actually a really exciting time for both Adam and I, and I'll pull it up on screen. If you visit luredup.com, we have some details here. We are part of the Notable Trainer Meet and Greet. Thank you, Niantic, for recognizing the podcast sphere. We really appreciate that. It says, GoFest NYC ticket holders can meet Lured Up. That's us. Every day of the event is part of the Notable Trainer Meet and Greet. So Friday the 18th through Sunday the 20th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., we're going to be in the park. The Notable Trainer Meet and Greet is by the volcano. So just if you're looking at the map, you see the volcano. Meet and Greet tent is by that. We'll also be in the tent with Couple of Gaming, JT Gilly, the Trainer Club, and Zoe Two Dots. Great, diverse mix of trainers and content creators that we're paired up with. There will also be afternoon sessions where you can meet Landor Alpha and Cricket and Trainer Tips. A lot of great creators involved this year in this Notable Trainer Meet and Greet. We're very, very fortunate and very glad to be a part of this. We cannot wait to meet you. We will have some goodies to give away, some stickers and some other fun stuff. So make sure you stop by, check us out. We'll also have a little card there that you can subscribe to us. QR code, save our links. We would appreciate it if everyone, comes up, says hi, scans the code, let us know that you recognize that we're there. And connect with us on social and all that good stuff. But yeah, very excited for that. But next up, we have the Lured Up Podcast New York State of Grind. I am very excited for this. So,
what is this, Ken?
So on Saturday, our community, our podcast community, is playing the game during the Saturday morning park experience. So the afternoon city experience, which starts at 1 o'clock, the morning, the park experience ends at 1. We're going to be meeting at the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge entrance, and we're going to walk over to Manhattan from Randall's Island as a group, and I have a map plotted out of an incredible walking grind through Manhattan that's going to hit a bunch of really cool, iconic photo op tourist traps in New York. So
what you're saying is we're going to need to be taking some AR shots.
Absolutely, 100%. So the coolest part about this, and I love that we have a platform, and I love that we have the ability to do things like this, is we're able to feature a bunch of cool podcasts. And, I'm an advocate for the podcast platform. I just love helping other podcasts and promoting other podcasts, and we have an incredible group of podcasts that are going to be with us. We'll have the guys from Way Spotters, Special Conditions, so Justin will be here as well. Obviously, Adam and I are here. You Lured Up, got to watch them all. Purified Podcast will be with us. Hamtaro from As the Pokeball Turns. The guys from Roundtable Chat Tot will be with us. Good Morning Johto will be with us. Very excited to have an awesome batch of podcasters all in one spot, all playing together. And we'll be joined by New York legend and Pokemon GO OG Omnisec. I love Omnisec. This dude is just like the community personified. He's just filled with positive energy. He's a hustler, and he's a New York local. So there's no better way to enjoy New York than with a bunch of New Yorkers. So very glad to have him as part of the group. And we're going to be leaving Randall's Island. We're going to be walking over to Central Park. I have the map kind of running us down the side of Central Park, but we're going to weave through the middle of Central Park so we can enjoy the sights and the view and the nature part of it. There's some beautiful terrain and paths in Central Park. So we're going to walk all the way through Central Park down to Grand Army Plaza, so there's beautiful photo op down there. Then we're going to be walking to Rockefeller Plaza and going to the Lego store and to the Nintendo store, Radio City Music Hall. A lot of really great sites in Rockefeller Plaza. A lot's going to be really cool. From there, we're going to walk straight over to Broadway, and then we're going to grind down Broadway. We'll get to see all the theaters. Very, very cool stuff. Then we're going to hit, if you're in New York City, you got to go to Times Square. So we'll be going to Times Square.
You have to.
There's an M&M store there.
There's a Disney store.
There's a lot. There's a lot of really amazing
that's my
things. If you want to do some shopping, and we're not going to be crazy. We're going to take time for photos, take time for food, take time for shopping. We're all going to have a good time. The spawns will be so plentiful that we won't have to be moving in order to capitalize on the spawns. So if someone wants to run in and check out the M&M store and buy a bunch of chocolate, go for it. We'll have plenty of time to do that. From Times Square, we're going to go to the legendary Bryant Park, which is one of the most popular grind spots in New York City.
That's my favorite. They have all that like fake grass.
Adam loves Bryant Park. This is where the core New York crew goes to grind, TRD and all them. This is awesome. I love that we're able to go through Bryant Park and show off, where New York plays. So we'll be there playing with the New York community. I cannot wait. From there, we're going to continue south to the Empire State Building. So we'll get some cool photo ops from below the Empire State Building. Then we're going to walk a couple more blocks into...
Can you go to the top?
You can. I mean, I don't know if we'll have time for that. Maybe do that on the Friday or the Sunday. But you can. You can go to the, the observatory up top. And then we're going to go a couple more blocks south, which is Koreatown, which has, I think the official number is 25,000 different places to eat. So we're going to do a true New York-style dinner and just get takeout from all these random places, so you'll be able to find a spot that really speaks to you. And we'll do a walking dinner, which is, if you're a New Yorker, you know that this is a thing. Going up to the window, grabbing some dumplings, grabbing some chopsticks, and setting off on your way. Eat while you walk. It's just true New York style. When in Rome, when in New York, get some noodles that you could eat while you're walking. And then
some noodles.
We're also going to be doing an after party. We're not announcing that yet because we have to keep the head count manageable. So if you're with us when we're in New York City, we'll be announcing it to that group of people, but we can't broadcast it because, when we did our pub crawl in Seattle, we had over 100 people. When we did our Chicago meetups, we had 200 people. You know what I mean? So we have to keep it. We have to keep it.
New York stores and restaurants and stuff, they don't have the capacity.
Yeah. So we have to temper the head count a little bit. But we will be doing something. We're also going to be doing stuff Friday night, Sunday night. We're all over the place. So I think we're doing karaoke on Friday night. I want to do GoCast is doing Barcade late Saturday night. So we might hook up with GoCast. They also might meet up with us in Midtown to do some grinding. So again, support the podcast, support all the shows that we have listed on here. Special Conditions, Purified, As the Pokeball Turns, Roundtable Chat Talk, Good Morning Johto. Make sure you subscribe to all these podcasts. Support the podcast. We're, it's harder to become a podcast with an audience than it is to become a content creator in almost any other discipline. Podcasting is tough. So support them. They're all really, really kind, good people, and very down to earth. And this is your opportunity to hang and play with all those incredible hosts.
Hang and play.
So, and New York State of Grind will probably be a branded thing that I consistently do. I think going forward, I'll be doing community days in Red Bank and New York alternating. So that way it'll be like a Jersey vibe and a New York vibe. I want to start taking advantage of being so close to New York City. I love playing with the New York crew. I've probably, when I was hosting for Niantic, I was doing the community days at the Seaport. Those were insane events, 500 people, but a little bit impersonal because there's just madness the whole time. Community day grinds like this, way more intimate, way more personal, going out to eat with the crew. It's a good time. I highly recommend everyone meet up with us. 1 p.m. at the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge on Randall's Island. We'll also be updating our socials consistently with our location, and we'll be dropping flares and campfire along the way. So if you have campfire, turn your notifications on, look for our flares, and you could follow along and meet up with us. But please, our phone number will be listed on our website. The socials are listed. Shoot us a message. If you don't know where we're at or you get broken up from the group, shoot us a note. We'll make sure we wait up for you and get everyone together. Right now, we're expecting, you ready, Adam? 80 people. Right now, we have about 80 people.
80 people?
This is going to be sick. This is going to be absolutely out of control.
I thought you said ADP, and I got very scared.
If we
Arceus, Dialga, Palkia tag team.
If we can get over 100 people, this could be some of the most iconic memory-building experiences for Pokemon Go grinding possible. 100 heads rolling through Midtown Manhattan, bro. Awesome. Be awesome. So we'd love to play with you. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to hang out with you. So meet up with us in Midtown Manhattan for New York State of Grind on Saturday at GoFest, leaving Randall's Island at 1 p.m. But Adam, that's a show, man. We did it.
That's a show.
Thank you so much to everyone that checked us out. Please check out the VOD. If you're listening to the audio version, check out YouTube. Check out our video stuff. Thank you so much to everyone who's in the Twitch chat live right now. We really appreciate it. We've had some consistent people coming to the Twitch. We really appreciate that. We're really trying to build up our video presence and our live stream presence. And it's we have the crew that's in the chat right now to thank for that, because it's pretty consistent that they come by. So thank you so much for that. Thank you to everyone that follows us on Twitch and subs. We really appreciate that. But Adam, is that it?
I think that's it. But I mean, just keep watching the live stream and get those codes.
Yeah, get those codes. PokemonProfessor.com. Email us, luredup@PokemonProfessor.com. You could call us, text us, videos, all that stuff for New York, 732-835-8639. Other than that, keep training, trainers. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. From GoFest.
GoFest?